Believe it or not, everyday habits that you might not even be aware of may be weakening your immune system. And especially now that we need our immune function to be strong, it's extremely important that you know how to recognize what certain habits that you have every day might be ruining all the effort you are making. Some of these can be loneliness, sedentary lifestyles, too much or too little exercise, and the list goes on and on. So in today's video, I'm going to review the most common everyday activities you might be practicing that are weakening your immune system without you even knowing it. Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of drlandivar.com. And this channel is a conventional doctor treating my patients through natural medicine before recurring to the use of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and press that bell down below to see notifications and be the first one to watch a new video. If you need to line an appointment of quality supplements for your disease, visit drlandivar.com, and I encourage you to stay till the end of this video, where I'm going to reveal extra tips and video links related to this topic. If you never cared about your health, let alone your immunity, this is a time to start changing your habits. Most people home today try to do everything they can to avoid getting sick. For example, using masks, washing their hands, making sure that they don't go outside as much, etc. But see, a lot of us don't realize that there are certain everyday activities that might become a greater threat than we thought. We've gotten so used to many of these practices that we would never imagine that they would be causing us so much harm. So in today's video, I'm going to review the most common everyday activities you might be practicing that are weakening your immune system without you even knowing it. If at any point in this video you need a quality formula to help prevent or help your body fight the condition we are now facing, look for Immunoquin from Fineland at drlandivar.com. This supplement contains several 100% natural ingredients specifically designed for the health problem we are now facing today. We will only have a limited amount of 2,000 bottles being produced due to the lack of logistics we are facing around the world, so do not wait till the last minute to make your order. It's also important to note that this formula, Immunoquin, will only be available after May 25th. So if you make an order, we will only ship it to you after that date. Having said that, let's begin. Number 1, having a sedentary lifestyle. This is something that most of us never expected. We all have to stay at home doing the best we can to stay healthy, but believe it or not, staying at home and living a sedentary lifestyle may be one of the worst enemies you have for your immune function. The American Journal of Preventive Medicine published a study where researchers observed how too much sitting down and avoiding exercise can affect the body's own ability to fight off infections. Regardless of your age, race, or your gender, a sedentary lifestyle is tied to an increased risk of premature death. The lack of physical activity eventually can lead to an impaired immune function, inflammation, and other chronic diseases. And the truth is that it doesn't really matter if you're at home 24/7. You can still find a way to exercise or have that physical activity you need. So try to walk inside, do push-ups, abs. Any physical activity is better than none. And don't ignore this, because following a sedentary lifestyle can really weaken your immune function and bring serious problems later on. Number 2, if you're feeling lonely, you are weakening your immune function. Believe it or not, feeling lonely can impair your immune system. According to a study published in the Journal of Neuroimmunology in December 2014, this research found that increased anxiety associated to loneliness leads to a greater suppression of the immune system and more oxidative stress, which in turn damages your cells. This means that if you're at home right now, do everything you can to avoid feeling lonely. And if you think about it, it's never been easier to get in touch with others, especially now with the internet. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want. Use technology in your favor. And I actually never thought I would say this, but use technology to keep your immune system strong and healthy. Number 3, grief can weaken your immune system. I don't know if you've ever experienced grief and later that week or maybe a couple days after that you catch a cold. Believe it or not, this is very common, but many people don't realize what's going on due to the situation they're living. A sudden or tragic event can weaken your body's own immune response. This might happen if you lose a loved one, maybe someone you know, especially now with everything that is going on. You see, going through grief can boost the production of nerve chemicals and hormones that will decrease your immune function and increase your risk of a more frequent and severe viral infection. According to a study published in Dialogues of Clinical Neurosciences, grief is associated with an increased cortisol response and an imbalance in the immune function. This might explain why a vaccine may be less effective for those coping with a profound loss at the moment. Very interesting, and it does really happen. Number 4, stress weakens your immune system. With all the terrible information we are seeing on the news every single day, it's important that you cut yourself a break from watching TV. Turn off the TV for once and watch a movie instead. Watch something else that is not everyday news. You see, prolonged periods of intense stress can affect your immune system. According to the National Cancer Institute, stress makes the brain increase the production of a hormone called cortisol, which impairs the function of your T cells, which are in charge of fighting off viruses. These are the same cells that are in charge of attacking viral organisms, and the same one that we are trying to keep healthy. So I suggest you relax, get some support from friends, meditate, practice relaxation techniques, etc. Doing this really helps, more than you imagine. If you need a quality formula that can help you reduce stress and at the same time keep your immune system functioning properly, look for Quantum Calm, melatonin, and 5-HTP from Fineland at drlandivar.com. Number 5, being exposed to cigarette smoke weakens your immune system. Let me tell you a secret. It doesn't matter if you're using or you live close to someone that is smoking traditional cigarettes or even e-cigarettes. You're still being exposed to nicotine. You see, nicotine can have a harmful effect on your immune system. Nicotine increases cortisol levels, which obviously harms your immune cells, and later on reduces your B-cell antibody formation and your T-cell response to antigens. In other words, it completely ruins your defense mechanism. Just so you know, new studies are revealing that vapor e-cigarettes could damage your lungs and make them more susceptible to infection. And believe me, this is something that we do not want happening right now. Scientists are cautioning people to avoid the use of e-cigarettes because their vapor contains free radicals that damage your airways, provoke inflammation, and impair response to bacteria or viruses. And this is very important because you want your body to respond quickly and very aggressive on something that causes an infection on your airways. So don't ignore this. If you're smoking or breathing cigarettes from someone else, this needs to change. Number 6, eating certain type of foods impairs your immune function. The worst foods you can consume for immune function are inflammatory foods. Inflammation is considered to be a defense mechanism used by the body to protect us against illness and infection. But there's a problem because research has discovered that long-term inflammation, especially due to the consumption of inflammatory foods, impairs the body's ability to stay healthy and combat a wide variety of diseases. This means that if you're consuming inflammatory foods, it becomes a lot harder for your immune system to function properly and protect you. So stay away from inflammatory foods. Some of these might be processed meats, fried foods, artificial sweeteners, packaged goods, potato chips, and even refined carbohydrates. Staying away from these foods is a lot more important than you think. You have no idea how much your immune system can suffer with the sole consumption of these ingredients that you have at home, and you might be tempted to eat every single day. And help out the channel by giving this video a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends and family. And if you have any questions, leave your comments down below and I'll be happy to assist you. If you need quality supplements for your disease or align an appointment, visit drlandivar.com. If at any point in this video you need a quality formula to help prevent or help your body fight the condition we are now facing, look for Immunoquin from Fineland at drlandivar.com. This supplement contains several 100% natural ingredients specifically designed for the health problem we are now facing today. We will only have a limited amount of 2,000 bottles being produced due to the lack of logistics we are facing around the world, so do not wait till the last minute to make your order. It's also important to note that this formula, Immunoquin, will only be available after May 25th, so if you make an order, we will only ship it to you after that date. And I encourage you to check out these other videos related to this topic. You're going to find valuable information that might prevent a serious health condition in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.